There's some airfields here, but no.
Can anybody hear me?
Certainly can.
Yeah, we got you, Brian. Yep.
Okay, good.
That's Brian, is it?
Yeah, it's me, yeah.
Yeah, g'day, Brian.
Yeah, I just wondering about the push-to-talk business.
Oh, that's that push-to-talk business is isolated to the official Microsoft Discord channel. It's nothing to do with Jace's.
Yeah, I understand that, but I sort of had it on push-to-talk and I changed the key bindings and I wasn't too sure whether it was working or not, yeah. But it's not, so that's good.
Good evening, all.
Okay,
G'day, Jake.
Start selecting boost pumps.
Good evening, all.
G'day, Christina.
Christina.
Battery swing
Good
up.
evening,
Christina.
Evening.
Flame battery. Generators and burners. Checked and on. Emergency lights. Armed.
He's getting excited when Christina joins us.
Removed. After start checks complete.
I'm looking forward to seeing how well Victoria Falls is modelled in the sim. I haven't been there yet.
No, I haven't had a good look around. Hopefully, they've done a reasonable job.
I hope it's up to the Angel Falls standard.
Yeah.
It's got to be better than that.
That was terrible, wasn't it?
I was trying to forget that.
Yeah. Yep.
How are we all this evening, gentlemen, ladies?
G'day,
Thanks,
Ken.
Ken.
How you going, guys?
Good, Ken.
I am so fired up for this trip.
Oh, very good.
Yes. Yes. You certainly sound like you're
Yeah,
up and about, mate.
Jace, do
Yeah?
you have a copy of either Bryce Canyon or Catalina?
No, I don't have a copy of either.
Would you like a copy?
Oh, always love a copy, mate. But certainly don't want you to put yourself out for it or anything. But,
Well, I'm a... Same goes for anyone else in the flight. Because I'm the author, I'm allowed to give away copies.
oh, okay.
And yeah, and I think I just like to sort of pay back somehow or other.
Oh, look, you know, mate, at the end of the day, I certainly don't expect it, but if you're able to give back to the community, mate, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken, we'll have to organise a future event around those areas just
Absolutely.
to celebrate your scenery.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, if anyone wants to, in this, the guys doing this flight, if they want to put their details, so give me the details. I'll give them a link to it. Catalina and Bryce Canyon. I can't give you stuff that I didn't have a hand in creating it, because that'd be ripping off my mates who had Orbix that did it, but I'm certainly allowed to give away my stuff.
Well, mate, I'm sure everyone would be very grateful, and thank you, mate. That's very nice of you. Yeah.
My very great.
Voice check,
Just
anyone?
got Brian off there.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Voice check.
Yeah, 5-5.
Right, I've just got to switch. I'm on a phone at the moment. I've got to switch over to a laptop, so bear with us.
Okay, so let's get some details here.
Good morning, gentlemen. Or
Good.
evening, I guess.
Good evening. Yeah.
Good morning, good evening.
Evening.
I'll just take the DC6 across the grass here.
Ah, they're lining up already. Good, good.
Yeah, everyone's keen on this one. Yep. Different scenery,
Yep.
something different.
Yeah.
And obviously we're probably recreating a little bit of history too. So for those of you who don't know, that we're recreating the flight of the second last DC6 ever made, which was purchased by the Redbull owners in Austria, and it was flown from here all the way back to Salzburg for a full pull apart and put back together again, and it still flies today. So thanks everyone for coming along. It should be a fantastic trip.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think these are the sort of flights that really bring the community together. I think it's amazing, mate.
Well, it's always nice to something like this, especially when there's a little bit of history attached to it. It's different, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Was and I flew the DC6s into that place where they crashed a few. It was you had to put some notes up there. Forget the name of it now.
Whatever Creek. No.
Yeah, and you can see why they crashed, because we both lost our flaps on the trip, and we both had to do flapless landings into this strip.
Oh well.
It's pretty hairy. That was good. Flying up through the valley, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a great test.
Check in. I actually tried it.
Yeah, Tui, got you,
after I
mate.
saw Greg Coast. It's difficult landing that one.
Gotcha, Tui. Bit soft. 2 out of 5.
How about now?
It's a little bit better.
Perfect.
Good to see you, Jace. Welcome back, mate.
Thanks, mate. I'm running a bit late, but
Plenty of time, mate. Yeah, Tui, you're good, mate. Can you hear us?
Radio check.
Yeah. 5-5.
Got you through.
I see you drinking a bonanza, mate, but yeah, it may change along the way. It's always one, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Not a big problem.
Is everyone's flaps working all good?
Yeah, all good.
Huh. Like mine makes a sound when I click the button, but it doesn't register on the gauge, and if you go to outside view, it doesn't look like they're actually moving.
Yeah, we had that issue when we were flying into this little strip in North America, Was and I. I didn't do anything. It's just working now. So.
Excuse me, fellas. Can I get a firm on 8 a.m. live weather?
8 a.m. for the sim time, yep, absolutely.
Live weather?
Live weather, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, fellas.
Looks so good.
How are you?
G'day, good, thank you.
Just made it.
Well done, mate.
Thought it was 9:30 for some reason.
No, not on Saturday. Yeah, I was in the same boat.
Everyone's downloaded and using the flight plans?
Yes,
Okay.
it's just two.
Hey, Andrew, you want to use that horizontal weed cutter to take care of these bushes, mate?
You're on your own.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I got enough trouble. I'm a bit lower than you.
So we're going to let's make a very slight left turn up to Victoria Falls at the bottom of the Akavango Delta. So that should be the only waypoint that you'll have on the way.
Africa's a beautiful place to fly, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember Paul did a flight early on in the piece. We did we did a couple of beautiful wildlife, but the first one we did were flying over these ravines, and they look spectacular, don't they, Paul?
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, I reckon the African trip that you could call was probably one of the highlights leading up to a while ago. It'll stand out.
We're going to be a bit higher, of course.
Wait for it. It's a different kind of flying altogether.
Yeah.
You've got to say, come on.
So
Victoria Falls in MSFS, but I'm pretty soon in FSX.
and up to oh, sorry, you go, Paul.
No, I was going to say, is it 18,000 tonight?
18,000, yep.
Yeah, right. Okay, thanks.
I've been warming up here for about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Oh,
I wanted to make sure everything was right. I didn't want to.
No.
Normally I bowl up at the last bloody minute. I jump in, discover something's wrong, and then I'm chasing the car for the rest of the night.
Gotta refuel.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they'll be coming fuel. I don't think you use much idling.
Hope so.
It's another 5 minutes, Ken. We'll be on our way now. G'day, Greg.
G'day, mate. Well, there was.
Radio chocolate.
I couldn't find my Redbull livery for some reason. Looked everywhere for it.
Radio check was 5-5, by the way.
Just look at this sock drawer.
Airplanes are broken.
Under the bed.
It's got to be there somewhere.
Is it part of the normal livery set? I thought it was. I thought it was part of the diesel.
It is, yes.
It is.
Well, I should have it, shouldn't I? Definitely.
Yeah, if you installed all of them, it should be.
Make sure you got the Bravo, the 6 Bravo load, not the Alpha.
Yeah, maybe I didn't load that. I don't know. I'll fix it next time, or when I get time, when I land or something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got all DC6s and a couple of Spitfires. I saw the Spitfires.
Yes, looks good.
Eagerly awaiting over there. Our escort's waiting over there, just at the behind the piano keys, waiting to escort us. Evening, fellas.
Yeah, right.
Ken, I think we can. I think we can be on our way, mate. I think we've just looking at the list. Everyone's here,
Yep.
and it's going to be
Okay,
5 minutes, 10 minutes getting away anyway. So for everyone, so let's hit the road, mate. Good luck. Have a good flight.
Yep, you too, guys.
You too.
And I've got to say, there's a good thing that this thing is far more important than the rugby finals.
Yeah, I got one eye on the AFL prelim on KO.
Yes, that's what I'm watching too, KO as well.
Yeah.
That's a Victorian, eh?
Yes, yes. Just need the Bulldogs to beat the
long
Power.
runway, this one too.
Oh, that's weird. I've actually got the landing light of these planes about 30 foot in front of the plane on the ground.
I used to do that too, Roger.
You do? Yeah, isn't it?
But they're also A330s.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's going to be annoying.
That's not DC6.
3 inches, stabilised. Tail flaps.
I think you'll catch up with us, Roger.
Tail flaps set.
Hopefully.
Full power, please. Going full power.
See how flat the ground is.
Hey, what are your propellers not bloody spinning round?
Is it the left or right?
That's a problem if it's Roger.
It's not Roger.
Right,
no.
We're both of them are spinning.
Full power
Yeah.
set.
I've got both of them moving.
Nice ring, gear up. Gear selected up.
Oh, sunrise looks special down there too. It's good.
Yeah, that's
Get
right.
up on that.
Well, just waiting for you to go.
I'm good to go when we get there.
Flaps up.
Spiddies look good down there.
Yeah, I'm sure they need a bit of service by now.
Can you guys take a peek on the right window and see if I'm a DC6 now?
Just to do it.
That's easy, blow it.
I'm only seeing DC6s and TBMs, so
Perfect, I'm at the apron, so if you're
Everyone
taking
got the
off, I'm on your
transmitter
right.
on?
Yeah.
Return power set. Climb power. 60 plus power.
Check.
yeah, I've got my transmitter on too this time.
Can I get a mic check?
5x5.
Yeah, I can hear you
Yep,
5 by 5.
high
Right, thanks. Can't hear any sim audio coming from ya.
After takeoff, check
No.
rest, please.
No.
Alright, cool. Thanks.
After takeoff checks complete.
The sunrise looks pretty good.
Some nice rivers down there.
Yeah, it looks nice down there, doesn't it?
I checked on Flight Sim 2 to see if there was any airports we could add in, but there weren't, unfortunately.
I found one for Victoria Falls, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't good at all, so I didn't worry about pasting it up.
Not too many out in this region, eh?
No.
Yeah, more have depicted Victoria Falls themselves, though.
Won't take long to get to 18,000 feet.
No,
Yeah, I was just
no.
saying that.
Got a 5,000 foot head start yet.
Where are you going, Christina?
Apparently GPS is autopilot's taking me around a bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah, why not?
Brian's following
Send me
you.
back again now. Send me back again.
Yeah, Brian.
My GPS is doing the same.
If you had automatic set on your flight plan in the world map, you may have automatically selected departure.
We got head
Yeah,
pressure
it was,
to
yeah. Feel good.
Ah, well, not to worry.
That's all right. All loads lead to run.
Boy, you were a fair old bloody attitude, Crusader.
And 11 knots from 080 at Victoria Falls. That's all right for me. So ILS is 110.7.
110.7. Thanks, mate.
Tonight I'm just about the very, very last to take off as it's bad. I'm looking at the very, very last and get the approach that we were watching. No pressure.
No pressure, Jay. Should be right, mate.
Normally I like to be at the front and watch everybody else and pass judgment on other people. Not be at the back.
That's all right, mate. Well, this gives us a chance to pass judgment on you. Be right.
You're too far back anyway.
Horace is behind you, Chase.
Yeah. Oh, good. Gary was late.
Yes.
What the hell is
Not
going
everyone.
on?
Use a bit of wet power now, eh? Supercharge.
Hang on to it, Ziggy. Hang on to it.
What's the runway heading for that 110.7, please?
It is 118 degrees.
Thank you.
Falling out of the sky. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, does it sound good?
Nah, I've got like power loss and everything going on. Half my gauges have died. It's slowly running out of power. But everything's on, everything was sweet. Tried cycling generators and stuff, they're all...
One thing you could do is maybe go to the ramp manager and click ready for taxi and see if you can get everything back online that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it will drop your gear and engage the gas lock. Be careful.
I've just had a similar situation. I've got engine number 1 playing up again.
Jeez.
Well, they've fixed it.
Over Roswell.
That'll get you going. Just like Horace said, just check your gas lock and your gears up.
Well,
That's all.
nah, I'm down.
Oh, no.
It fixed it for like a second and then it just lost everything again.
All flat screen.
Yep.
Taking the fast takeoff before the Spitfires.
Yeah, I'll catch up, I'll see once I figure out what they're talking
Oh, Flying Irons just announced the P38.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Looks very good, doesn't it? Yeah.
Is it out or is it just a beta version? I think it's supposed to be out for a sound of that.
Soon.
Soon, yeah.
Sometime in September.
Oh, nice.
Also heard there's the flight sim's going to have a hot fix next week.
Oh, yeah, I sort of heard that as well.
Yeah, they said hot fix, and then they revamped stuff because of the dumb Tom Cruise stuff, right? And they're going to do 2 sim updates this year, so maybe that means all the supersonic modelling and stuff that was going to come with the Top Gun expansion, they'll just put that in anyway.
Think of the air racing, the Reno air racing stuff coming in too soon.
Yeah, that's the second one, it says.
Yeah.
Or the first one. Can't remember.
Did they say what the hot fixes are going to address?
Yeah, question is, could I remember?
Nightlight thing is one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely. Also in VR, they neglected to add the slide bar or the multi-selections for render scaling. I think it was render scaling.
I think was there one for LOD as well? They're going to put in?
Yeah.
Where are you off to, Paul?
I know I'm having autopilot problems again. I'm just resetting the situation. It's just doing an orbit at the moment, and I'm just hoping to come back on track as soon as I turn around.
No, you can't trust them, can you?
This year sounds good, though.
Yeah, well, I was having oil problem too, so I've gone to manual steering.
Yeah. Try the CDI toggles back to VNAV and GPS again. Sometimes that works. I mean, localizing GPS.
Yeah, recycle it, yep.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because the legs are long enough that once I set it up I can borrow it to get it.
We need a bit of Toto. Rains down in Africa.
Yeah, yes. Need to put a little soundtrack together for the flights, don't we?
There's so many different versions of that song on YouTube. Bloody amazing.
It's working this time. So
Yeah.
record.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. Mate, I'll tell you what.
Right behind me.
Josh, I was caught up in getting this up in the air. I forgot to reset it to...
Yeah, it's about 6 minutes past 8.
We're on our way.
8 what?
Leg 1 of the DC6 Red Bull rescue tour from Africa up to Austria. Should be a good flight, mate.
Where you are at the moment, yeah.
Always from talking. So Gary, now you're going to have to go to 110% on my last.
City cruise power.
Hey Horace, this is the perfect place to throw Gary out the window.
No, he's still good.
You're still good at fluffing.
He is not the German than me, he was with the Jacobs game.
I suppose there wouldn't be much point in looking out for corner markers, would there?
Whoa, this had a dude now.
Hey Horace, live weather's not actually doing a great deal today, so if you flick that off, you'd gain yourself another 20 knots.
Okay.
Eat something, feel.
That's not fair.
Oh, I just noticed I have a 70 knots fin.
Oh, in? Good grief. No, it's got 80 knots and it's just that, well, it's nearly all headwind, the whole lot of it.
Yeah,
flying it already throughout.
Yeah, did the
Did
first.
you see me, JZ?
No, I saw you. I saw you pop up on the voice channel.
He's watching the footy with his other eye, mate.
Sorry, mate. I saw you come up on the voice channel, but
No,
I didn't. Yeah.
Did you see me circling your DC6 in my vertigo this morning?
No. You know what?
Oh,
I took off, and then I went inside and had some lunch.
I see. I was doing some circles around you while you were here in Namibia.
Very good, mate.
I'm setting cruise power now.
Just near that first waypoint, there's a literally there's about 30 airports, maybe more, all of them very close proximity to it.
You might have that Okavango Delta software machinery scripts.
Ah, yes, I have.
Yeah, bush strips, yeah.
Are they good? Has anybody been around those?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good.
Are they good?
Yeah, it is good.
Have you got it, Was?
No, I don't. I'll have to look into it. We'll have to go there and have a fly one day, Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. I'm good. Thanks for the heads up on the screen. I just had a couple of issues with my stream deck, and I also got caught up with the takeoff as well, with a couple of things, and didn't get back to it to try and fix it, but it should all be fixed now.
It's just a bit of fog.
Should be all good, bud. How are you, mate? You good? Where are you flying to today?
Today I'm trying to fly without GPS because JC plotted the course from VOR to VOR.
I was having such a good time. I got up to 20,000 feet without even thinking about it.
Got excited.
Yeah. A bit of cloud coming up.
I did that for Gary Horace through his navigation training, alright?
Perfect, thank you.
This is what I love about live weather. You think there's nothing around, and then all of a sudden you hit a bunch of clouds, wind changes. Beautiful.
No, I'm having all sorts of issues tonight. I just crashed the desktop just now.
Oh no.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I know. It's so frustrating. You don't know what it is. Really annoying.
No, like I thought, I jumped on because I only did the updates yesterday or the day before, and I hadn't flown anything since. But I jumped on today and had a good fly earlier on, and I didn't have any issues earlier on today. So I don't know what's going on. It's all of a sudden decided to just be here. Try loading in again, see what happens.
I would reboot the computer. And sometimes I find that helps. If you're going to maybe just reboot Windows, that can make a difference.
Yeah, it might be worth a shot.
Gives you a fresh environment.
Yeah, I've found.
Seems nobody has a good explanation for the crashes to desktop yet.
No. Was that Jim?
Yeah.
How you going, Jim? How's that headset going?
It's good, but with the 1660 Ti, I can't get the resolution high enough for ground detail. But so now I'm scrounging around for a 3000 series card. Other than that, it works great.
Oh, nice, man. Oh, yeah, brilliant.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Mate, sensational, man. That's going to run this like a dream.
Ground detail is just a little fuzzy. I had read that the 1660 Ti could only do half resolution.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, you can probably get a sense for while we get excited about VR then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The three-dimensionality in the cockpit and so forth. It's pretty complete except for, like I say, ground detail.
Yep, right.
Just going to grab a cup of coffee, guys. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, same here.
They're getting close to coffee time, and
Port Adelaide's getting a hiding too, just quietly. Hope there's no Port Adelaide supporters on the line.
I'm watching it.
It's your time.
Mate, how good is it?
And the good thing is next week, or the week after, the grand final's going to be here in Perth.
Yeah, the less said about that, the better, mate, alright? Nah, it's good. Thank you for hosting it.
Touchy.
Let's just hope we keep the COVID free. Yeah, the rugby's up in Queensland.
Yeah, Josh, it's going to be fantastic, mate. We're back in a sec, bud. Just sneak a coffee, man.
I think these curves are getting a bit lower.
Yeah, ice on the windshield.
Yeah, true.
Oh no, am I going to have to relearn de-icing?
I tell you what, I couldn't make the Hobart flight the other night because my machine was still reloading. But I did try it later on, and I flew it at night, and I get windshield bloody icing problems, and I could not clear it. Don't know why. Well, I can't now, but I had the windshield heat on, but I was still lighting up, so I don't know.
Okay there, Tui?
No, not really. I'm having a hell of a time trying to control the damn plane and sort out the engines. Can't do both. Overloading, all sorts of things happening. Feathering, you name it, it's going wrong.
Oh, I can see you below me, Tui.
It was up, nearly up to cruise altitude. Stress all over the place on the board.
I had a feathering episode right after we took off. Got it sorted out.
Perfectly right yesterday when I tried it. When you want it to do anything, at the end of it, doesn't behave.
I've got eyes.
through that cloud bank now.
Yeah, it's getting lower.
Rightio, back again. What's going on here? Hey Rock, I see you drifting backwards a little bit, mate. Is everything okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just waiting up.
All good, mate.
Has anybody ever had a problem once you've reached cruising altitude and power? My experience has been that once you get set up for cruise, it seems bulletproof.
It seems I agree. Once you get over all the problems and so on, once you set up for cruise, bang, it just goes that way.
Yeah, pretty stable. Yep, all good.
The only mistake you can make is when you have to switch fuel tanks and cross feeds and pump fuels all around, then of course you can.
Well, Gary does it all anyway.
Yeah, of course, that's why I never had problems.
If Gary ever asked you to do it, you wouldn't have a clue.
Exactly. I just need to look good and steer the plane. You know?
Yeah, that's it.
This transmitter's a great little tool, isn't it?
It's perfect.
Love it.
It's so simple on the one hand, but so cool on the other hand. So. You can see Tui is doing circles.
Bad time. I've got all everything's feathered out. Oh yeah, it's a mess.
Jace, you made up a couple of places back there. It's good.
Yeah, slowly making your way forward. Put the turbos on.
Me too. Next one I will overtake is macro cannon.
You can leave the turbos on. I just close the cow flaps a little bit to keep the cylinder head temperatures up to normal, and it seems to go really well.
Andrew and Roger, there's Morn Airport. Probably have a fuel station there if you need it.
No, I've got to find that.
So that's just in front of the VOR, yeah.
Yeah, I'm rising up again. I don't know why.
Yeah, I got that problem too. I reckon it's just high altitude seagulls.
I knew about it before, and I put on the windshield heat, and nothing happens.
Yeah, what setting did you put it? I've got mine on
About
10 to 0.
Hang on, I'll go and set.
That seemed to work.
10 to 0, so that's the first position on the left, right?
What's the test?
You read it up, you gauge it from the free air. Free air on your front panel, 3 down to the right of the 2.
I don't know, there's so many switches I can't figure it.
Yeah, you're right. So free air is showing about -5.
Mine's showing -20 at the moment, but sure.
Yeah, I'm about -5 at the moment. So.
Right, at 18,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I haven't got any ice yet, and I'm at 18,000. Mine's -5 as well. Maybe there's some cloud in front of me, so maybe once I hit that I'll start to set.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
when you
and
go through
highly
that
iced
cloud.
out. So on the windshield heating, I'm on the third option from the left. It says 0 to minus 40, I think. But nothing's happening.
Yeah, that's the one you'd know.
Yeah, I had that on for a bit now, but nothing's happening. Just seeing crow's feet all over my glass.
I noticed that runway 12 is the active, based on the wind there. For those that are interested, the ILS runway 12 is probably the best approach, and the ILS frequency is 110.7, and the VOR, should you want to sort of keep an eye on your distance to the VOR, is 116.7.
116.7. Thanks, Paul.
Yep, thanks, Paul.
Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, so now I'm getting rid of the
mate, I don't fly
them.
I'm going to be... I'll fly this, the PMDG 737 when it comes out. I'll fly that a lot, because it's an absolute masterpiece.
5,000 is our entry point for the Captain.
I don't fly the Captain Sim 777 or the 320, mate. They're not really...
Thank you.
Not that keen on them. If it was PMDG stuff, absolutely.
I downloaded a little program of Flight Sim 2 called Instant ILS or something, and it's just a little window. I mean, you can do it on a little node map, you can just hold your thing, and but what's it called? Quick ILS it's called, and you just type in the code, and it gives you runway, course, ILS frequency.
You fly the 777, the Captain Sim 777, mate?
Looks pretty good. Okay. I'm now back to 18,000 feet. Setting cruise, and it's coffee time, I think.
Yeah, grab a coffee, mate.
Something's definitely wrong with mine. I just let it back in, and it's like losing oil. Like, I can't remember who else was having that problem the other day, but all the oil's coming out, and all the electrics are doing all sorts of weird stuff. Engines keep cutting in and out, and
I wonder if it might pay for you to download another copy of it and reinstall it.
Yeah, I didn't fly it after the update. After I did the update, I wonder if something, because I ended up having to reinstall the whole flight sim, so I wonder if something's not quite right with that.
Oh, and you had a lot of trouble with oil, didn't you? So what'd you end up doing there?
Yeah, I had that quite some time ago. I can't remember if it was oil or fuel just like disappearing.
Well, Ken had that problem, didn't you, Ken?
Yeah, some of it last time we were on, or the time before.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, Ken did. Stepped away for a coffee. Yeah, but he did have that issue. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I filled it up off the tablet on the side there, just push it back to full, and it's probably less than 60 seconds that it's empty. Like it's just pouring out.
You could certainly reinstall a DC6 without having to deal with the whole sim.
Yeah. Well, that's... Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, look, those Wednesday, I didn't have to, but I ended up reloading the entire MSFS, and it's been to a different drive. And when I went to use the DC6, I was having all sorts of problems, including oil going really quickly. And reloaded the PMDG stuff entirely, and lo and behold, it works. I don't know if that's been true with it, but you know.
when I did the update the other day, I had to fully reinstall Microsoft Flight Sim from scratch as well. So it sounds like I'm not getting the same trouble.
Yeah, well, I would. Okay, I'll make the suggestion to totally delete and then reinstall the DC6 or any PMDG, which at the moment it's only a DC6 A and B.
You have to manually delete each thing, or is there an actual setting in the little operations center that allows you to delete it?
I use program fix, I think it's called. Yeah.
If you want to respawn shortly, there's Foxtrot, Yankee, Golf, Echo. First people have just passed. The last.
Well, funnily enough, if you go onto the when I came back in just before, went into the world map, and all of you guys show up on it, flying along. You can see you all.
Okay, perfect. That's spawn on.
Yeah, so obviously they've fixed that because that wasn't doing that before the update. I'm sure it wasn't.
It looks so cool on the little map. They're all like on a straight line up.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, nice. Only me, I'm on the left overtaking everybody.
While we're talking about that, I do a test on that and it says one of the sections, general and or clients, is missing. Any ideas?
Sorry, what is this?
When I put in the virtual flight.online.read PHP, etc., and I do a test, it comes up download successfully, but the file does not look like a WhatsApp text file. One of the sections, general or clients, is missing. And I don't get any more people up on the map either, so something's wrong. No worries, I'll have to go back to the drawing board.
It sounds like you might have moved it, or someone moved it.
Because there are two components. I think everybody can see people by just entering the URL. Because you don't need the transmitter to actually see the people. You just need the transmitter to show your position.
In fact, Horace, when we're transmitting, I see us reading.
Oh, true, because I quit the sim earlier. Wait. Yes, you're right. Now I should show up something. It should be slightly.
I can see you now, yeah.
Yeah. I'm using VR, so I'm not on the magenta line.
Right now, they don't know for everyone, but I've got an awful lot of red planes.
I see a citation longitude about to cross our path too.
Yes.
Also not going from the first bit, I think.
Just a quick question on the approach, guys. ILS 12 with the VFA transition, is that what everyone's doing?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, mine came up with VFA,
I'm looking at the weirdest approach. It actually loops back over itself. Is that what everyone's got?
Yeah, that's what mine did. I'm probably going to take that VFA out as I get a bit closer and just go straight to the
to USR or something maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise that's really weird to cross over because you're doing a loop back onto yourself and everyone behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I'll just end up taking it out.
Yeah, just into USR. Yeah.
Yeah, visually Daisy.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, by then I probably will have stuffed everything up, and I will be anyway. So this is just wishful thinking.
I've been flying in the dark because I lost the starting VOR and the next VOR and still 100 miles to go. It seems to have to go straight.
I just turn to 60 degrees once you hit that VOR.
I think the distance is 360 miles between the VOR and they're both 130 nautical mile VORs. All high VORs. So it's thumbs up.
You never graph they've changed that. They made it realistic, the range of the VORs.
Yeah, in flight sim it exactly popped out at 130 nautical miles.
Used to, but now with the new era came out last week or this week.
Ah, okay, I didn't update.
Ah, yeah, it did too.
Because exactly at 130.0 it popped out. And I guess now I have to wait 100 miles for the new one to pop in. But it didn't update the cycle.
That's ahead of us, that's the guy who wrote the transmitter program.
Ah, okay. Oh, very good.
Well, I'm going to trust my autopilot for a couple of minutes, see you in a few.
Yeah, good luck, mate. We'll keep an eye on it.
So far so good tonight, no one's like dropped off, like disappeared or nothing.
Hasn't been too bad. I think the slinger might have had an issue, it's about it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... Oh, I got a little bit of activation key
I was just thinking
On the Xbox frame rates are going 80 plus.
I'm having a bit of an issue with the GPS, apart from that I can try manually.
Set at 16,000, I can't get any higher. Don't have it. Yep.
How much fuel you got, Tui?
Have a look. Plenty of further, anyway.
How heavy you are. Because if you are really heavy, it can happen if you have full load of fuel and full passengers, then you have not stepped.
Yeah, what's your total fuel?
Range. The gauges say 0.
On
the top one is, you know.
Go to the iPad and just click on Fuel Load Manager and tell me how much total fuel you've got.
Yeah, we've got greens finally across the result.
What's your cross weight is?
Nice, have a look. Main tank 31, 33. Tank 3, 35, 33.
What is your cross weight in the lower right corner?
Weight is 74623. That's gross weight 102 800.
Yeah. Because if you are really fully loaded, you cannot climb that high.
No.
But 76 should be fine.
I've got 50% fuel offset. It seems to be over at the moment, but I had everything else to drop and going. One of the engines 1 and 2 backed up. Feathering, I switched off also feathering. And over which, over lean, and it's going leading everywhere. In the meantime, I'm trying to stay on track.
Basically, you are limping to our destination.
I think so. Right there. Last few goes I've had of this, no problem at all. Put it in auto jar on there.
Well, I thought centre of Australia was pretty featureless. This is looking pretty much sort of making Australia look like Switzerland, isn't it?
Yeah. It reminds me of South Australia, actually.
Isn't that the guy that was marbling about the terrain over Africa a little earlier on?
Yeah.
I think it might have been,
Not
actually.
This part. Not this part of Africa. It is.
For me, I could not tell if it's Africa or Australia. It looks the same. There are more
Yeah.
roads, actually. Maybe more roads. So crisscross
I
roads.
say, it looks like Horace has dropped his fuel load already over here.
Yeah.
I think down Lesotho way or whatever it's called, more madness. Let's face it, Africa itself is a big country.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it looks like this in real large, because I think Namibia is also quite touristic already nowadays, and it's quite a big country. There's many people living there.
Well, I'm sure there's more people in Australia.
Not sure about that. Oh, let's check that. I think Namibia has more.
Or it's Germany. Africa has heaps of people.
Can you imagine trying to navigate by...
Oh no, you're
just
right.
pick
Okay,
a
you're
spot
right.
on the horizon and fly to that?
Yeah, I know.
Not a chance.
No, I think it
Then
was,
you hope you have to do the sun and that moves.
I think I was misunderstanding it with Nigeria, Namibia. So, yeah. Of course, Australia is probably.
Does it look any better in VR, Paul? Probably does.
I'm sucking on a cup of coffee at the moment, so the headset's off.
Oh, okay.
You were in Botswana, mate.
Hey, they're going to bring one of those VR headsets that's got like that beer can mod that you see on hats, with a couple of straws coming out of the VR headset into the mouth.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I was almost wrong and right. So Namibia has 2-point-something million people. Australia has something 10 times more, 23. What I was basically mixing up was Namibia. It has over 200 million people living there. So even 10 times more than Australia. Nigeria, exactly. Wow.
What was the total of Africa you saw?
Sorry?
What was the total of Africa that you saw?
No, another country, Nigeria.
Nigeria. I was mixing up Namibia with Nigeria.
Ah, fair enough.
But this maybe explains also the terrain downstairs here. Yeah. That is basically empty. They built one straight road here. That's amazing.
Oh,
Very
is that a village? Oh, it's a village down there. People.
It's alive.
Wow, so you're really moving.
I wonder what their internet service is like.
Better than here.
Yeah, I was going to say, wouldn't surprise me if it's better than Australia. Wouldn't take much, Ken.
They've got fibre to the hut down here.
If you just jumped onto the stream, thanks for coming along for the ride. This is leg one of our Red Bull DC6 rescue tour from Africa all the way up to Austria over a number of weeks, recreating the rescue flight of the second last DC6 ever made, which was taken out of Namibia by the owners of Red Bull and fully restored in Salzburg. So recreating that trip. It's on our way to Victoria Falls.
Hello everyone. I don't know.
You're there, right.
G'day, g'day.
Hiya. Obviously you see my logo there. I'm Dave, live in Cornwall, England.
G'day Dave, welcome.
Hello Dave. Another one from the UK, that's good.
Another Winching Tom.
I top the list, especially on Facebook.
We accept all types here, so you're good.
I got an award off Facebook for being banned in most times.
That's an achievement.
Third generation Australian, but I come from Cornish stock originally.
Oh, right. Probably Cornish miners, was it?
No, not when they come to Australia.
Are you a retired baker?
Not banker, no.
No, baker. Make bread.
Oh, no.
You sound like someone new to the bakes bread and from Cornwall too.
It's I've got a West Country accent, but I was originally from Gloucester.
Okay. Oh, hello everyone. I've been listening to all of you, but I have not talked until now.
Good to see you back on, Danny.
Thanks, Jeff.
Well, I might go and have a cup of coffee. Got about half an hour to go till we get the first flight turn, I think.
Yeah, get a coffee, Ron.
I'm not.
Okay, man.
I got to admit, I'm not actually in DC6, so I'm in the set rotation.
You're going to need volunteers to lose an engine or two.
Well, that's what the first officer's job is, isn't it?
Well, that sounds healthy.
Yeah, yeah. I hope he's alright.
I've got things under control. In his last words.
Yeah, don't jinx yourself, Tui.
I'll try not to.
There's a road below me, and I'm pretty sure it's a road unless it's some pipeline or something. It's straight as a bloody dog.
Yep, it looked amazing when I passed it for the race.
Yeah. Imagine driving on that. You have to set the alarm for the next corner.
If it's done well, they have no speed limits, but don't have here, it's fine.
Oh, alright.
Hey!
I didn't realise it was you, because I got a different logo on.
It's always me.
Jonathan's flying on his own channel that he's messing around with a blackbird. The aircraft blackbird.
Did somebody try the new Corsair on the marketplace now?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's a handful.
Is it worth the money? Because it's not so cheap.
I think it's worth it. It's one of my favourite aircraft. I just like the look of it, and it sounds good.
You already sound like Desert when you sold me the VR headset.
I think once we get the aircraft carrier mod, it'll be interesting to practice on that before using the F-15 they're going to provide. With the...
I'm on the other channel.
Oh. Who's doing 518 knots ground speed?
Certainly not me.
Must be
Not
me.
me.
It'd be Dave in the longitude.
Oh, okay.
There's always
He's
one.
smashing it.
Yeah, well, if he gets to Victoria Falls before us, he puts the coffee on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
First one pays the first one.
Actually, he can cook us a roast dinner. It'll be there that long and far.
Yeah. Just put on
Absolutely,
the
yeah. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
No, I'm hungry, thank you.
I'm a roast and 3 veg kind of guy.
Absolutely. Like, I'm with you on that one.
I suppose it'd be wildebeest roast here, would it?
True that.
Yeah.
Chips. Ostrich egg and chips.
And beans.
Anybody else notice that the modded 530s automatically inserting waypoints along that route?
Hi Jonathan, I see John.
Yeah.
When of you guys have YouTube streaming services?
I've got one streaming in YouTube at the moment. Yeah.
You get many followers, Jay?
I've just started the YouTube channel. I had quite a few on Twitch, but I'm sort of just preferring to run on YouTube. So not many at the moment, but there's about 83 or something at the moment.
That's good.
Did you have trouble with Twitch, Jason, or no?
Look, it's probably just not the platform I wanted to stick to moving forward. So it's good to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
West USA.
I'll tell you who's a funny bastard that gets on the strip and that on those YouTube things. This guy by the name of Grippersim.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a mad Irishman. He's
Entertaining. He's entertaining.
He's entertaining, all right. Yeah.
Nothing will go wrong. Nothing will go wrong.
Right, I'm loaded back in now.
Good luck.
Well, I got a French coffee.
Hey, Jace, this game's a mirror image of last night's game.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of a thrashing, which is good because I don't go for the Bulldogs, but sort of work tipping competition, and I actually pick the Bulldogs, so hopefully they'll get through. Good
Yeah, I think
in the grand final now.
Yeah, D's looked good last night though, so it's going to be a ripping game.
Oh, it will be. Hopefully it'll be close.
Yeah, hope so.
Yeah, but this is not good for Port. half the stadium's empty now. Well, you can see they're all left.
Yeah, I think they started leaving at 3/4 time actually. Oh well. Can only be one winner.
Which type of sports are you talking about?
Australian rules football.
Yeah, AFL. We've got the semi-finals, and then a week after that is the grand final.
Yeah, week off, and then that's it.
Is that the football where they got the funny goalposts?
2 short ones, 2 long ones, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the one.
I've only watched it a couple of times, so I'm not familiar with that.
I haven't noticed any pop-ups in this scenery.
Yeah, but points of interest.
I guess it's the same like Australia. If the sun sets, it's dark. It's black.
Yeah. Yep.
Really black.
Sounds like there could be a few good planes coming up in that, what is it, the Legends add-on? Legends Flight, or what do they call it? Where they delayed the junker?
Yeah, provided they fly properly, you know. I mean, it's not going to be up to the standard of the Spitfire that was released a little while back. I imagine they're going to be simplified to some degree.
Maybe someone can chuck a Coke bottle out and see if some little native finds it. Starts World War III. You ever said the gods must be crazy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Start over that
Yeah,
Coke bottle.
one of the classics, yes.
I had to laugh when he was that stupid guy when his handbrake wouldn't work and he couldn't turn the motor off, and he's trying to drive his Jeep along and he's trying to juggle putting stuff under his wheel to stop him rolling back, open the gate and whatnot. Very funny.
Did you all try out already the famous Germany update? It is so cool.
Yeah, it's well done.
The other day, Morris. Very nice,
Yeah.
mate.
I'm so lucky that I think now Frankfurt is one of the cities with the most handcrafted buildings all over Europe, even if I count the numbers of points of interest. It's really nice.
I think what Asoba must do, it's pure speculation because modelling some of these bloody places is a nightmare. I had to model the that famous castle in Germany. The one that was like fancy.
Neuschwanstein.
Yeah, I had to model that for when they were doing in Germany for P3D, and it took me bloody weeks to do it. And I've noticed that they've got so many of those similar types castles there, and they must use like a LiDAR scanning technique. Fly a drone around and get all the take images from all over the place and you put them into a special tool that builds it. It's because they're so bloody intricate. It's just
No, it's so well done, Germany, so far.
Oh.
Of course, there are regions where, of course, you have all these bumps in the highways, and so, of course, yeah, this is then also photogrammetry, yeah, basically. But many places are so well done. I'm really happy, so to say, so far.
Yeah, well, should be, mate.
And also
Good,
the
while you
Alps,
can.
the terrain model of the Alps between Germany and Switzerland and Austria, it's really well done.
Well, that's where we're flying. That's where we're flying next Friday night.
To Salzburg? No. Ah, you, okay.
Comes in.
Yeah, sadly I cannot join. I have to, on tomorrow morning, I have to actually physically, or in real life, I have to fly to Italy for a business trip for 1 week. Huh?
Taking Kerber with you?
It was funny when I saw on the
What's the guy? Is it Kerman? Is his name Kerman? I forgot now.
My flight engineer.
No, but in Kerbal Space Station is the...
Oh, Kerbin, yeah, Kerbin, yeah.
Kerman, yeah. I love that program. It's so funny.
Oh.
Jebediah.
I was smiling when I saw on my electronic flight ticket that it's actually an A320neo with sharklets. So yes, I can do this trip before in the flight sim.
Have you flown around Munich yet?
No, not yet. I just
I have. Looks good.
Yeah, explored my area.
I had to upgrade my airport there. I went to Germany and I did all my airports.
I checked out Graz in Austria because I have been there, so really looks recognizable with the museums and the mount. So.
Some people were complaining about Vienna, but I think there was probably individual problems.
Yeah, I found it also interesting that really Frankfurt is so much better than most of other German cities like Cologne, like Berlin, or because there's so many buildings modeled as landmarks, and you can really see the texture, the vertical textures, and the name of the buildings, and the the company names. You can really distinguish it. So they really put a lot of effort on Frankfurt, even if it's not the biggest and most important city in Germany. Maybe for flight simming because it hosts the biggest airport, but
right, Frankfurt's a hub everywhere.
Talking about one of the companies released a thing called New York City Times or something, and it's got billboards, like animated billboards. You fly down the main street, and it's just absolutely stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, Greg's got that. He rates it. Yeah.
Square. Times Square. Yeah, it's really good. If you've been to Times Square, you know it's exactly how it is, pretty much.
So where's that from?
It's in Flight Sim TR, I think.
Oh, okay. It's default, is it?
It's not default, it's an add-on.
Okay.
Just type in Times Square into search, you should find it.
You guys reached the
payware version to it, there was.
A payware version? Gee, I don't think so. Maybe. I'm a bit confused now. Yeah. I thought it was Flight Sim TR, maybe it was payware.
No, it's payware, mate. Right, because it's on the Orbix. It's on the Orbix website.
Is it?
Because I remember you got it.
Yeah.
And you told me about it, and I had to wait till it came onto the Orbix because I think it was Samsung.
Yeah. Now that rings a bell.
Yeah, that's Sam. Yep.
I think it's part of Samsung. Samsung, yeah.
Samsung, yeah.
Yeah, it's well worth it.
It's bloody worth it. It's bloody brilliant.
It is brilliant. If you get in a cub, you can fly up the street at about 100 feet real slow, just take it all in.
Hey Snake, were you asking a question before?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
No, that was me. I asked whereabouts you guys were. Whereabouts are you guys at the moment? I'm just trying to load that in. Like how far away from that team?
Yeah, I'm about 30. about 40 miles from MNV, VOR. So the airport there's
yeah. So about 40 miles from 40. Yeah. So about 40 miles back.
Yeah, about 40 miles.
Yeah, well, we're spread out been 40 miles to about 100 and something miles.
Yeah, and 110.
It's got me as I'm still 77 from it. MNV.
I'm bringing up the rear at 117.
No, I'm about 140.
Just about to fly near that lake, Nagami.
158.
Deza, are you in VR?
No, mate, I'm in my lounge room. Everything crashed about 10-15 minutes ago. I'm just getting reset up. But
Okay.
yeah, VR, mate. Yeah, VR.
So if somebody's in VR, can somebody check if you can change the DME in the DC6? Because I cannot.
Yeah, I did that. Yep.
No, the mouse cursor jumps around it, but I don't have the hand symbol. I tried to zoom in,
yeah.
tried to...
Yeah, so basically, it doesn't give you a hand symbol. If you hover, you're talking about that instrument on the extreme left, about almost down the bottom there, and it you just basically you hover over it, and then you use your mouse wheel, and it will turn. But there's no hand symbol. Okay, I reckon it's a bug. They just haven't.
Ah, here we go. Thank you. Okay, perfect. This makes sense.
Actually, Slinger, yeah, tell a lie, mate. Yeah, I'm about 100 odd miles from there. I was looking at the wrong waypoint.
All good.
That was the first time I've left the plane.
Yeah, well, I left here with the idea of going making a cup of coffee, turned out that I had to change the batteries in the remote and a few other things. And I said that I had made the statement that flying was far more important, but apparently I was wrong.
I still don't know how to use autopilot. That's what I was
Well, I do, and I thought I'd loaded the flight plan in, but I didn't, that's for sure.
I still don't use it. I just use gyrocopilot. I don't use the full anchor one.
I got a plug-in for the Bravo throttles autopilot now. It works like a bloody charm,
Yeah, me too.
Especially when you got the 750 to go along with it, you can just basically
Plug it in and away it goes.
just plug it in, away it goes. It's just no stress,
What a spectacular scenery outside.
Absolutely amazing. Look at this beautiful lake coming up on our 12 o'clock, mate. Superb.
Well, that's the most exciting thing I've heard of since.
There you go. You've got something to look forward to back there.
A lake. Wow.
Yeah. Or is it a mirage?
It's
just a giant.
All those years of scouring through National Geographics looking for the native ladies. I was expecting more.
And I'm happy that I have 4 engines and not only one if I fly over here.
That was the best reading material when you get up the compass.
National Geographic.
Oh, of course, mate.
It's always the most worn-out magazine there.
I'm going back to the mid-60s, but I said I made a statement I wanted to be an astronaut, and God the hell, that brought the house down, that really did. The whole school laughed like bloody hell. It got into the local paper, and we've been in a small town, Oh, everyone was laughing and laughing and laughing. But I tell you what, it's very real today. Could be an accident. And mind you, I don't want it.
Now I know why they
You're
got
going to
so
say
many
you're flying the sim from the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Now I know why all the good marathon runners come from bloody Africa.
Yeah.
You've got to get anywhere, you get just a local trip to the shops, a bloody marathon.
That's right when you're in the Blue Mountains.
But somebody changing the time to midnight. I guess it's pitch black.
See the night lighting?
There's no light on the ground, I would say.
Has anyone made FBM in as yet?
Jay-Z should be close.
No, not yet. No, I had the wrong waypoint on them. I wasn't as close as I thought I was.
So I'm just going to spawn there as the easiest spot for me. So if someone can give us a yell out as you fly over, and I'll get started.
Yeah, if you do the startup procedure, that should be fine, huh?
I'm like 21 minutes away, and in the middle.
It might take a while because I've had this lake coming up for the last 2 days, I think, and hasn't really closed it, so.
It'll be all dried up by the time we get there.
Yeah.
I'm 22 minutes to go to the VOR on this airport, but I'm ahead of the pack.
You're the only one I can actually see on the world map, Horace, for some reason.
Perfect.
How far back you are, so I knew that.
You know.
So that lake is coming into view. Is coming into view for me, and it's quite a big lake. Huge.
It's a big one.
Yeah, it's off your right.
I can see the lake, but it just does not seem to be getting any closer.
Let's check that one out.
It's about 20 nautical miles long. Fair bit of water there.
Yeah.
Nagami.
If the animals well watered.
I'm pretty sure once we turn past this VOR, the Okavango Delta's on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that's right.
Get a glimpse of some of that stuff.
And the Delta is a rough bit of a forest.
I think she's fixed, which is good.
Yeah, I can see you up and about up there. It's good.
Yeah, the oil's not disappearing now, so that's a bonus.
Not ice anymore as well, fellas.
I just switched out the cabin lights, switched the day to nighttime, and if I turn off the nameplates, it's really black. I cannot see anything outside. Stars, obviously.
I'll turn my ice lights on and come lead the way for you, home.
The whole game's been smoother. That's good.
Well, there's nothing to render out there.
No.
Yeah, it's got to be edible to this lake because they said you could have travelled from anywhere else. Bloody hell.
It's almost like flying over the ocean.
Well, this part of Africa looks at his office to me.
Hey, Jace, tell me it gets better.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying a word. All my trips come with a disclaimer.
There will be deserts.
It's the journey to Salzburg. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a historical flight, and this is what the guys went through.
Yeah. Good grade too.
And this was pre-restoration, so can you imagine them flying over this stuff and going,
yeah,
Jesus,
in a 50-year-old
down
plane.
here where...
Well, the other thing too is the plane was actually pretty busted up. They carried barrels of fuel on board. They had to stop every hour, I think, to put oil in it and get to where they needed to go. It's pretty amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
Wasn't it owned by a warlord at one time?
Certainly was, yeah.
That's what happened to some of us in this flight already.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I better go and check my oil.
I haven't looked at the route, but as long as we don't go over Swaziland and places like that, it should get more interesting.
I think it goes down Victoria Falls.
Yeah.
I think.
100%. That nice last trip would be
I'm
pretty
going to
good.
celebrate the waypoint with another cup of coffee, I think.
Well, just remember when that's in has to come out again.
yeah.
I've got my little funnel next to the seat here.
Thought you were going to say catheter then for a second.
Hey, I had a catheter once. I was well, not a catheter, but I had a bag. I was picking up my Sapphire from Boree and had to fly it down to Mudgee, and it was about a 3.5-hour flight. And I didn't trust my bladder for 3.5 hours. So I got Kerry worked at the hospital, so she got me one of those special bags that you can strap to the inside of your leg, and
oh yes, very good.
Uses this double-sided tape to attach to your old boy. Mate, that's the stickiest bloody double-sided tape. Trying to get it off was a nightmare. I was going to lose him.
How you going back there, Christina? You going all right?
Yeah, very good, thanks.
Sorry about that, Christina. I didn't realise I'd forgotten you were there.
I'll forge ahead anyway, but I was coming back from Adelaide across the Hay Plain, so there was no one on the road. It was just me. And I shaking the leg and shaking the leg and saying, oh, that's it, I've got to stop and have a bloody rest. So I did, and there was cars you wouldn't believe. Boom, boom, boom. God.
That's always the way, isn't it? You know?
Oh, yeah.
They assign those cars to follow you.
And
you just be out of sight, and as soon as they hear that you're going to have a whiz, they all speed up.
Let's have a look at this approach into Victoria Falls. So we're using the
in 200 miles.
ILS 12, but I'm just trying to work out what that looks like. So we'll just bring up our Navigraph. Just try and find out what's going on with this chart.
But it is legal. You are legal if you go up the passenger side, the near side rear door wheel. You're allowed to pee on that legally. It's an old law that carried on from the horse and cart days, you know.
Well, I had no choice about it. There was a baby in the number of cars that went past. They all said their horn, you know, beep, 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 beep. And you knew what it was doing.
FYWH.
What's that name of the lake we just passed over? I'm in VR, I cannot check. There was
Gummy, yeah.
FYWH.
At least some scenery.
FYWH.
About 20 out from MNV. I think. Just check.
VFA.
23, yep.
160. Victoria Falls.
That's right. Oh yeah, it's still got heaps of fuel.
And the ILS 12.
Yeah, it's the two main things that flying in it: fuel and attitude. Heaps of fuel and heaps of attitude.
Hey Daz, you know that VFA waypoint's actually accurate according to the Jefferson maps. You hit that and then you do a left-hand turn and you go out and join it in a right-hand circuit.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's where I had my CTD trying to delete that VFA, the first one, and I deleted it, and the whole thing crashed. So obviously it's supposed to stay there.
Yep. So I'll probably leave it in. I'll go to VFA and then I'll just do a right-hand, jump in the right-hand circuit. Should be all right.
But for the last leg, you can also do a proper VOR navigation.
Yes, you can.
You don't need flight plan, yeah. Now
Yeah,
that
that's gonna wing us into
intermediate VOR, I'm back on track now.
Sort of makes you wonder why they just wouldn't have that go straight to FA003.
Oh, it is the in Victoria Falls.
Yeah, the ILS 12 approach has you go to the VFA VOR and then make a left-hand turn. Away from the airport and then up and around to intercept the localizer.
Drop approach.
Yeah.
Just bring it up now. Okay. Weird.
I think before we start the next leg, a bit late tonight, but if anyone wants to jump on early, a half hour before we take off on Wednesday, do a little joint out to the falls and back before we take off.
Yeah, and I think there's one happening after we land tonight too, if everyone's still around. I think Andrew was organising one.
Yeah, can do.
But can do either, yeah. We'll do tonight and also Wednesday. Sounds good.
Probably both.
Do both, yeah.
Why not both?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, well, why not both exactly? Although I must admit, I can probably change aircraft easier tonight.
25 miles from you, Daz.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the cloud coming in. That's a big one. cloud of nameplates.
There's a few on.
Looking at quite a big settlement out starboard side, out to the right.
Yeah. right over the airport now.
Oh, you just gave me whiplash, Taz. I didn't see your tag. Yeah, you are. Straight up. The rest are all way back. Yeah. I'll wait till the first few of you have flown over and start the roll, and it should put me in the middle somewhere.
That means Ken is like 27 miles ahead of I am. How fast are you travelling, Ken?
I'm just cruising. What? Got a ground speed of 241. Which is
cool.
about average.
Yeah, around the same here, but yeah, you're like 27 miles ahead of where I am. Cool.
Yeah, I've got to manually set it with GPS now.
That's the delta over to the left. Look at the waterways where it's just nothing but bloody floodplain by the look of it. I'm contemplating doing Bonnie Airport. No one's done it yet.
Orbic put it out for P3D and FSX. Well, it was one of their first airports that they put out.
Yeah, I can't work out why they don't just put, as you said, Ken, maybe the developers gone missing. Do you think that?
We've lost it. They've lost a lot of their independent developers. Orbix was started out, it was all independent guys, and since that Anna chick has taken over as the CEO, we've gradually become more of a you know, like an intermediate seller of stuff, and we've got a few in-house teams, and some of the developers joined some of the in-house teams, and they're mostly over in England somewhere.
So is John Brennan gone from Orbix?
Look, no one really. I hear rumours, but I don't know if anything is true. I think he's just enjoying retirement.
Yeah, I heard he's retired.
Probably made a fortune, and he's looking well. He lost a heap of weight.
Okay.
He's grown his hair back, so you hardly recognise him from what he was like when he was with Orbix.
Yeah, I reckon if he had gone, he'll start up something somewhere else, I reckon.
No, he has racing cars. I think he's wealthy, mate. He doesn't have to work.
Yeah.
He's
Well, that's on the ground.
10 miles from you, Dazza.
Talent for finding guys that do stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Very mentioning.
I just got Spitfire. I've only got wheels left on the right-hand side.
Yeah, see all of them down there with you at the airport.
Tried and
You have to duck back to the tents there in the terminal?
Yeah, yep.
4% Kraken.
I already used up my spare pair a few mile back.
If somebody has another little nav map open, can you tell me the radial of the second leg? From the VOR
Joshy, mate, we've probably got another
180?
Let's have a look, hang on. I'll tell you.
77 from the airport, but yeah.
Another 40 minutes to go.
Yeah,
roughly 42 minutes, bud.
Or something like that.
Sorry, which one?
60 degrees magnetic.
60. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Seemed about right.
The flight plan we've got in is using a different runway.
Oh yeah. I see that wrong as well. That's 177 miles. That's, yeah, 60 degrees. Yeah.
That's yeah, I'm flying no GPS.
VFA was it? The waypoint.
Yeah, VFA. Yeah. So Edric, once you hit VFA, yeah, you just want to do a left-hand turn.
Yeah, left-hand turn. Copy that.
You go on to Google Earth and have a look at Victoria Falls. See what it looks like on Google Earth. And the guy that does the street, where you need to go down to the street and have a look, he's actually put it on a boat and doing a cruise with the camera going down the river at Victoria Falls.
They want expectations to be high, though.
Yeah, Edric, left to 298 degrees. And shortly after 253, then a right-hand turn to intercept the localizer.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah, 5,000 feet is the intercepted altitude.
Yeah, copy that.
There's so many people so low at this airport here.
Refueling.
Probably get some go or something.
Up to you, Roger. I'm just winding up, mate.
Flying low to see if McDonald's is open.
Which one?
Springbok.
It's beautiful. See waiting on my 9 o'clock.
Yeah, mate. It's been a good flight so far, uneventful.
Perfect.
Looking for the quarter pounder antelope burger.
Look, twice and bigger.
Just sort of flying around down near the Akavango Delta
He's
here.
starting rolling.
So
He's taking off.
wetlands.
You're gonna squish me a Spitfire.
Yeah.
Good zigging, Roger.
Rolled over.
This looks so cool in VR to look down over the runway.
Yeah, well, that airport looks a long way down.
Zero
There's
points.
someone standing down this airport with a wingsuit on.
0.7.
Oh, have I spawned in the wingsuit, have I?
No. I think it's just because I've got it on just sort of whatever planes you've got in your library.
Right. Okay.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
You'll get a nosebleed up there, Horace.
Sorry?
You'll get a nosebleed up there, mate.
Directly below me.
Yeah, I can see you climbing.
Dropping bombs.
Fair enough.
Bit harsh for us.
Yeah.
I'll send my buddy Spitfires up there after you, mate.
Got 145 miles to go. Yeah, it's going to be good, Josh. Get your computer back, mate. Get
180 miles.
mate, you'll be loving it. It'll be super fast. Good. 14.
The localizer was 110.7 from memory, is that right?
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Horace, when we eventually plan to start flying the ILS, we have to change the course knob on this dial on this dial on the panel to reflect the course for the ILS, don't we?
No, we don't.
We don't?
No.
Okay.
It's one of the best planes I've seen with can do ILS approach. It will even follow perfectly RNAV approaches as ILS, so to say.
Yeah.
So you just have to flick the switch to localizer and have the right frequency dialed in, and that's it.
Oh, excellent. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. It's really one of the best planes to follow localizers, I have to say. In the CRJ I have more problems.
Seven.
You just have to make sure to start descending depending on your height. I think I will soon start, so 120 miles maybe early. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have some extra distance to travel once we pass over the airfield for it to join the localizer, so there's a little bit of extra distance in that. At least another 10 miles, I dare say.
That's 5 times your altitude plus 20 miles. So if you are 20,000, it's 100 plus 20 miles, so 120 miles usually to start descending.
18,
Well, 150 is enough for me to get another beverage, and I'll be back in a minute.
Perfect, Jim. Well done, mate. I mean, 100 miles
It's
out.
really tricky because all of the VORs have only 130 mile range. So if I'm 20,000 miles at altitude and I need to descend, I somehow have to guess where I am in the end, to start descending.
There's a VOR at Victoria Falls.
Yeah, but it has only 130 mile range, and if I'm 25,000 miles high...
That was the VOR. Normally, because some are less, some are more, they're about 100 nautical miles at this altitude anyway, for VOR.
No, but if I'm 25,000 high or so, I need to descend 150 miles early. Then it's already too late, once I pick it up.
You should certainly have the VOR by about 80 nautical miles anyway. But some are lower power than that.
Yeah, but there's this one is a high one, I guess, huh? It should come in soon.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I mean, I used to fix it and stuff, and it's airborne type receiver, so I think I know what I'm talking about, but yeah, about 100 nautical miles nominally.
But you got a VOR behind you, Morris.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. In this case it works. Otherwise I can already, if I don't know, I can already descend to 15,000 for instance already now and simply fly lower.
Preemptive.
And then have a much shorter way to go.
fair wage, around about $100 a mile. It might be more, might be less, but that normally, IRS of course is much closer to the runway.
Actually, I think I start descending already a little bit. I'm at 21.
Oh, you're close.
Is it really cold here or something? What's the temperature outside? Like the outside temperature where we are?
Minus 18.
It's about
Oh, is it?
15.
Showing about minus
70.
Yeah, I just noticed that, get a bit of ice build up going on, and I was like, crikey, must be colder than it looks.
Well, it should be 20,000 feet. It should be about minus 25.
Yeah, I've only got minus 10 degrees C.
Yeah,
same.
That's wrong. It's got to be more than 25 or 20.
I'm sure it's warmer down here.
Yeah, that VOR for VFA just picked up right on 129 miles.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be there at lower altitude in real life.
So we had a lot of tags dropped off the server that they're in. Found that straight road again.
Check out the couple of hurricanes that are active.
No, not this area.
I tried to take off from the Philippines, top of the Philippines last night. I just couldn't even get the plane off the ground.
Yeah, so I started airborne and then I landed somewhere in the Philippines as well. Looks good. Albeit the carnage that it's causing. Switch my ELT on just in case though, when these work.
Oh, I just picked up the VOR. Exactly 100.
Exactly 1:30.
Nearly 20,000 feet though.
But you're right, JZ, the procedure seems to be like that. If you are changing from frequency from VORs, picking up one to another, you have to switch back to GPS and then back to VLOG. Otherwise it will not follow it.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Yeah. I still have a GPS unit on my plane, so I don't know, because if I don't have it, there is no VLOG button, obviously. I don't know if this works differently. But in this case I need to simply cycle.
That's interesting. I just noticed, I just had a look at the clock in the cockpit, and it's out by a couple of hours. We've obviously climbed across a time zone. Out by an hour. So I've got
it's just local.
Yeah, but it was right when we left, and now it's like 10 to 10, or just before 10 to 10, and the clock on the dash is saying 10 to 9. So we must have crossed some time zone that has altered it to go back an hour.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, way back, but I think X1 Lemon and FSX changes the clock in the cockpit as well.
Just bring us back 26 inches on the manifold pressure.
Oh, well, this has changed my clock. I mean,
yeah, mine's
I had
changed.
it the right time when I left. Yeah,
it's 8:45 on mine,
yeah.
I've got 8:45, yeah.
I've got a different time.
Well, I haven't got 8:45, but yeah, because I didn't start at the same time, but close to 8:45.
So Horace, according to the approach, as soon as I turn left to 298 at that VOR, go 8 miles and then turn right to intercept the localizer here. That's how I read it.
I think I will do the same, or maybe I've dialed in the VOR approach anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not using the localizer. I guess the weather is fine enough to do a hand fly in. Huh?
Yeah, because you can change it to VLOC and then just hand fly.
Yep.
Are you looking at the ILS, the runway 12, are you? That chart?
Yeah, I'm looking at that chart. I'm just looking down the bottom where it's 7.6 miles from that VOR at 298 degrees before you begin your right-hand turn to intercept to 773 degrees.
Yeah, that's exactly how I read it as well.
Yeah, so 7.6 miles then left to 253 and then around to 73 to intercept, yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Could be they want to avoid overflying somewhere.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that is a bit bizarre. That's why I jumped on Google Earth to have a look and see if there's a town by or anything like that. There is a small town, but it's a bit of shit. Can't see them deviating with that. That's kind of a bizarre approach.
It's very bizarre.
No, it's very soon starting dialing the 120 radial to the VOR, but set the gyro pilot and the compass to something to the left. So I basically intercepted 7 miles before, I would say. Yeah.
a very strange white line under my aircraft now on the ground. Wonder what that is.
It's one of the straightest roads I've ever seen.
That's a road.
Wow.
Welcome to Australia. Ah, sorry, Africa.
You reminiscing, Horace?
True. It's just not that red. That's the major difference. The rest is the same. And a little bit more clouds, apparently.
How many people are actually flying at the moment with us?
I think we've got close to 20.
I think it's over.
There's a
3, 4, 5.
There's a few green name tags around me.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Right, huh?
Yeah, 25, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you're on the Discord, click on the flow, chat room.
Start going downhill.
Yep, going down. Same here.
Yep, absolutely. Just passing through 13 now.
Okay, maybe it was a little bit early because we only need to descend it to 5,000 because the airport altitude is a little bit higher now. But
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, I've got runway 3550.
Yep. This saves me basically something like 15 miles.
Yeah, you've only got to drop 13,000.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I don't know, you guys, I'm looking at a Victoria Falls ILSDV runway 12, and it says from F8003, it's a 118 approach, straight in with an overshoot, but I don't see any complication of anything different with that. Down to minimum of 3694, straight in approach for runway 12. So, what's all this about the VOR and tracking and stuff?
Did you say the...
Right? Go straight down.
Did you say the zero from the 003?
Yeah.
That's not actually on the approach. I've entered that manually.
Well, it's on my approach in the Garmin, and it's on the approach chart I'm looking at from the the official one. The Jefferson chart I'm looking at, it's on.
Okay.
Dated the 25th of December. It's a bit old.
The one that we've got with the loop in it doesn't include the FA003, which is why I was trying to put that in when my whole thing CTD'd.
Yeah, that's strange. I put it in, no problem.
Jefferson chart, I've got 16 November 18, and it's got that that VFA there.
Yeah, well, if you want to go, you keep, I've got FA003.
I'll fly it.
5,000 feet. Yeah, and the descent starts to, it's a 3-degree descent path, 118, down to a minimum of 3694, 200 feet height above the ground. It's all pretty straightforward.
Which is your initial fix, Greg? FA02, was it?
02 is the start of the glide slope.
Right up.
What's the Greg? What's your initial fixer?
Well, 03 at 7.7 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see
and
if I can now handle that.
4.7 miles, and that's where you go down the hill. Intercept the glide slope at 4.7 miles. It's an offset approach. I don't think it's. It might be runway line. I'm just
Well, I've got FA003 as the initial fix, and I've got VFA as the initial approach fix. If I look top down.
Chart, obviously.
Yeah, it might be a different chart.
I've got a runway approach of 118.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
118.
That is runway line. Yep. It appears so.
I'm just going to fly to the head of the ILS, push over to ILS, and away I go, I think.
Yeah, I'm just going to fly to 003, intercept 118, hit the glide slope and go down. Simple.
I just changed my planes. I will take the NDB on 256 kilohertz, which is between 007 and the runway, and then go down, usually. I think I do that one. As long as we all come down fine, it's it's good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Many ways to skin a cat.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, normally Bowman dip too low, too slow, too soon. See what happens.
About 20 miles to 5,000 is not a bad guide on the way down. And then you want to be, at about 3,000 above the ground level by about 12 miles or so you can slow up.
Daisy seems to take a different approach. He's now to my right suddenly.
Yeah, just heading to VFA.
Ah, okay. I'm trying to do some kind of DME arc around that VFI to get somehow to the 007 waypoint, 7 miles out.
There's not much to look at here. I might put some bad weather in and make a bad weather approach. There's nothing else to look at. It's like a billiard table. So I'll dial up some cloud here and do an IFR approach. What will I put in?
I got some clouds.
Yeah, I'm going to put heaps of cloud, broken cloud, overcast, rain. I might even put rain.
Just make sure you don't screw up the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't screw up the wind.
Oh, kudos to Gary. It looks like I overtook at least some people, and I was taking off last. Well done. Hi, Walkie.
You passed me like I was parked on the ground horse.
Yeah. Hi, Walkie, to my 9 o'clock. Very close.
70 miles a go.
Everyone's very quiet. Everyone concentrating.
Yes, everyone's trying to work out which approach to do. Yeah.
It's starting to get interesting.
Yeah, it's one of the more interesting ones I've done.
The right ILS frequencies, about the descent rate.
Yep, VFAs, 253 degrees, a whole lot, everything.
How you going there, Roger? What are you planning? A barrel roll and a
point
fly past
square.
I think I'll check out the windsock at about 20 feet.
It's fine.
Lift up, curl around, take some speed off, come into land.
I don't know how far. It's in the airport, yeah. Hoping I'm heading in the right direction.
If we follow the names, I think we're good.
Radio check.
5x5.
Again.
Did somebody ever try the barrel roll in DC6?
You can do it using hard rudder.
No.
I think Gary's ready. I think he's ready.
By the way, brilliant.
Yes. He's done his apprenticeship, get him involved, yep.
Hard rudder. It won't be a pretty barrel roll, but you'll go over.
Especially the upper. No, I will not try that one.
You think you're going to radio check, please?
Yeah, mate, you're 5x5, mate.
It will disappeared from sound for some reason.
Ah, weird. Yes, I certainly wouldn't try a barrel roll 1,000 feet above the ground, running a DC6.
Time for a funny story.
Hey.
I've got a funny story to tell, but I don't want to put anybody off landing.
Go ahead.
We're in a while to land before we land.
We'll be fine.
These people across the road, his wife asked, what does reincarnation mean? And he says, well, you come back after you've died as something else. And she said, oh, I want to come back as a pig. He said, you're not fucking listening.
I don't think I can land my plane now.
Yeah.
I can tell my wife that one.
Yeah, probably not.
Be careful.
If you're flying all the time, then, mate.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to get you through any place.
Nah.
No, what you do is once she gets real angry, then you get a towel and chuck it on her back, and then you call her super angry and see how far you get after that.
Yep.
That's my tail.
The good news, Christina, is that joke would work the other way around too. You know, where it's the bloke is a pig.
100%
No,
of
I
it.
know.
It's usually the case, you know.
I'm definitely pretty descending far too early. Okay.
I don't know. I found with the DC6, descending early is better than descending late.
Yeah, well, it's true.
It doesn't like slowing down.
Exactly.
It's time to slow down.
20 nautical miles according to the manual.
Scenery's changed.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit more popular.
It's the same for where I'm flying.
Same here.
Less trees.
Well, the fact that we're underneath the clouds now, the scenery looks clearer, but it looks pretty much the same texture.
Welcome to Australia.
Oh,
this is too green for Australia. This is too green for Australia.
It's fudgy green. Yeah, they called the Red Centre for nothing.
Interesting flying over the Congo or something like that, where there's lots of dense jungle and so on. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
ILS come alive at 45 DME. It's very interesting.
At 30.
Oh yeah, it's quite...
Just slow down my descent. I'm passing through 7.5, and I've got 50 miles to run before I even get to the airport.
Yeah, and you intercept final at 5,000 feet, so you've only got 2,000 foot to lose, really.
Alright.
Just don't forget, I think the airport's at 3,500 feet, it's fairly high.
Yeah.
But it looks like the NDB does not have such a long range. I'm still not picking it up 32 miles out.
Yeah, when it hit the end of the ILS, there was a 5,000 minimum.
That's right.
Bloody weird approach on this ILS.
Yeah, but I'm not using it. I'm just flying straight to the end of the feathers, and that's it.
If you use the one in the Garmin, Ken, if you use the one in the 750, Ken, it's just very straightforward.
No, so I'm using the one in the, what's the name of it? It's taken me out via VFA. And then it goes back over the runway and out, and then back around to intercept the ILS.
Yeah, I think a few of us have got that one as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using the 750, but I'm manually dialing direct to FA003, then 002, and yeah, straight in.
Wow, lucky! Now I can see you even in VR out of my window. And so it's really formation flying now. Funny. You're really close.
Yeah, well, at least there's no mountains to worry about.
Oh, now the NDB has picked up 30 miles out. Huh?
Getting closer. Flight intercept VFA, VOR.
The rock's going to be first down.
Looking good.
Yeah, I'm going back the other way watching you, mate. Looks good.
You're just out on the feathers.
Yeah, that's the way I was hoping to come in, was, but I couldn't find an ILS approach to that. I
just grabbed the one at the top that said ILS 1-2, bang, and there it was.
Yeah, that's what I did. But it didn't have that one, it had this other thing. I could have done a manual, I suppose. I could have just picked the transition point and then just hit it from there, but anyway.
We'll have to do a few orbits, so make it through. Yeah, good quiet. Good quiet.
Don't forget your Q&A, your altimeter setting, by the way.
Yeah, I was just looking at how close the ground looks at 4,500 feet, supposedly.
Yeah, well, it's a lot different to what it was when we took off.
Ground is over 3,500 feet.
Yeah, that explains the difference, yeah.
Less than 1,500 above the ground is very low.
I have to say this NDB approach together with the ILS approach was fine. There's no need to do this full turn circle thingy. Landing gear down. Rocky is right in front of me.
What's going on?
Does it get bigger?
Well, that was excellent. I put heavy rain on, landed in just about zero visibility. It was good fun. Taxi up and watch all you guys come in. Taz, you're halfway down the hill.
Yeah, I'm just about to touch down. Right on the... I've intercepted the ILS spot on, so... should be no problemos. Don't worry. I can screw it up from here.
Yeah, so can I.
Yep. Bit more flat. Slow down.
Alright, gear down, touchdown.
Good, Cans? Looking good?
Yeah. Feeling good.
Oh, a little bit of a bounce? No? Maybe a little.
Yeah,
How far away are the falls? They're very far away.
It's north of the airport.
Not very far. I'd say about less than 10 miles. About 10 miles.
Extending lights. Lights extended and on. RV. Call means called. Set call. Before landing checks complete.
The earlier you land, the less people are watching you. That's always good. Huh?
Psychology.
I circle round.
That stuff's me, I'm lost.
Great to see all these DC6s come in one after the other. It's like coming back from a bombing mission or something.
Yes, it's great, isn't it? It's my favourite part of the flight.
I killed my engine and just listened to the buzzing as they come in. It's nice.
Manual control. just behind Wocky.
I'll probably be last. I'm doing this teardrop approach just to see how it handles it.
Well, don't fear, Jim. I'm doing it also, so we'll come in together. I'm about 2 miles out from the airfield before we start the approach, so whereabouts are you?
Probably about the same.
Right, okay.
Maybe a little closer to the airport right now, having overflown it.
Yes, I'm just hoping it's going to keep going.
There's someone flying on top of me.
Just put it on.
You're lucky I got good brakes, was he?
Oh crap.
What's happening?
I just activated the approach and it's going to turn me back and make another approach to the airport.
Toga.
I might manually fly it. This is stupid. Great.
Oops, sorry, Ziggy boy, I'm just coming up right behind you.
How did you go, Jim? Did it turn on to the automatically turn on to the approach?
Sorry, Augusto.
No, it's heading me kind of northwest by about 15 degrees, and I think it's missed the user waypoint.
Yeah, mine's done the same thing pretty much.
Nice landing. Fine was early.
Apart from landing target close to break in front of me, yeah.
You even stopped before the runway. But there's enough space here.
Just across the grass, so what the hell?
No flaps.
Oh, that's a dual landing.
Look at all these aircraft lined up. Yeah.
That's a perfect twin landing here.
Wonderful,
nice
mate.
fish,
Not intentional.
Oh, there's a jet just passing. That's me. I said when I came on, I was in the wrong plane.
Also, Jay-Z was a little bit early.
Oh, with this sightseeing tour I'm doing here that has got me on, I might see the falls after all.
Well, I'm out at the falls, going out to have a look.
Actually, I think I'm going in the wrong direction for the falls.
Nice one, Captain
Yeah,
Astonius.
you're going the opposite direction.
Thank
actually.
you.
There comes the TBM.
Yeah, with these big radials, it's like watching a fleet of bombers arrive back after the mission.
It's like coming back after the mission.
Here
Great.
comes John. John.
I hope to eventually get a B-17. I always like the B-17.
Especially in VR, it looks like a drone camera. You can really look left, right. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I was going to get a decent Lancaster, I must admit.
Now, anyone that can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can, yes.
If anyone would like a copy of Bryce Canyon and Catalina Island, if you could send me a friend request with your email, and I'll send you a link for it.
Thank you, Ken.
Thanks very much, Ken. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well,
Very generous, Ken.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, thanks, Ken.
already bought you Bryce Canyon. I'll be Catalina.
Well, thank you
There's,
for buying it. You're the one.
Yeah, I bought it.
The township's okay out here, but the falls, there's nothing there to see at all.
Not another one of them South American jobs, is it?
Yeah, there's no falls at all. Someone should jump in and do it.
When you get Bryce Canyon, there's a couple of add-ons in Flight Sim 2 for the actual canyons. I've done them in photogrammetry. They look spectacular. It's quite a good little thing to go with it, if you get it.
You got it.
Who are we waiting on? Christina's about to arrive. I love it.
Christina is still up in the air.
Yeah, I'm making my approach to the entry of the procedure. It sort of blew me away, and it's bringing me back to the airport now.
Well, another greaser by Christina by the look of it. Very nice.
How you going, Jim?
Heading for FA003. Hopefully to intercept.
Okay, rightio. Oh. You're ahead of me.
No, hang on, no, that wasn't Christina, that must have been,
No, Christina's in the air. I think she's next. Huh?
Yeah, I'm on final.
I have the feeling I've parked on the wrong end of the runway. Everybody's parking on the other end. Rocky, I think we are doing the wrong thing here.
I thought most people wrap this into the runway, but this sort of won't be wrong.
Yeah, but now starting the engines is too much of an effort. Give it the slew, Horace. No, that's cheating. Come on, we won't look. We'll close our eyes, mate. Nah.
I'll bet Fly get here do it.
It's only for the photo op. You got to be in the photo op, mate. It's first leg. Come on.
Here comes Christina.
Oh, hello. Warning, connection lost. Please ensure you have enough active internet connection. Great. What's it? Oh, now it's saying I've successfully connected again. Good grief.
You flick it out and come back again.
ILS goes slow, but
Well, welcome to Victoria Falls, guys, on the stream. I'm going to close off now. Josh, thanks for joining us again, mate. Appreciate that, bud. And you take care of yourself, mate, if you're still on. But we'll see you later, man.
It's getting a bit tight
Take it
for
easy.
parking, isn't it?
You have enough space in front of the runway.